Welcome back to Money Boss in the Making. I'm Sadie J, and this is where we learn to boss like a pro. All right, what I have planned for this video today, you guys, is closing out March. So, here is where I'm going to start. I have, my calendar, my weekly schedule, plan things here. My goals I set for the month and where things are going to be reallocated. Some of my savings challenges and where they're going to go. So I just won't go into debt on that. My projected numbers. I also record this into my Easy Cash budget planner, and I've shown that earlier part of the month of March anyway, and so I just won't go over that again. And but I did want to just get to the closeout part section of it. Just want to give you guys a quick little overview. And if you're new here I attempt to budget on a regular basis, do cash stuffing, my envelopes, savings challenges, sinking funds. I am tracking my change with the little freebies and just learning how to boss like a pro. So if that is what you guys are interested in, just stick on around with me and we're on this journey. So what I have here is my Money Boss performance review. And I tracked my income for the month, and I have what I call duty task, which is another word for bills and debt. So, but what I'm tracking here was debit use for little items that didn't go into other categories here. These working funds, I just mentioned in a few other videos, this is what I would like to call my sinking funds because they're working for me. And I'm just showing their progress, how they work. And I have down here special projects, which are my cash envelopes and my savings challenges. And so what I'm trying to show here, and this is for the month, the 1st through the 31st, what I used and what I saved and all of that. And so basically I took my total income and subtracted the duty task and the working funds task out of that, and came up with a balance of $743. Then I subtracted my special projects and my savings, and what was remaining was $53, which I have recorded here was a gift I received for some gas. And basically it balanced out for the month. And so I am rating my performance, or the money's performance. I have the categories of exceed, on task, and growth plan. And no matter what, everything can use a growth plan. So, but I am on task. Was on task for that month. April will soon to be seen. So that is that sheet. And next up, well, this was my spending log. And so I tracked this along with other places. I told you guys I've had multiple areas where I track my spending. Oh, sorry. So here as well. And, gotta make sure everything equals out. This sheet here, my spending analysis. So I'm breaking it down, my needs, wants, and my savings and investments. I am mashing up some of the budget types, styles together. I mean, this is what works for me. Everybody has their own opinion on how and what they should budget, what they should spend, and that is great. As long as it's working for you, I am happy. So I am learning what is working for me, or trying to learn what is working for me. But I want to break down in analysis style what I spend on needs, what I spend on wants, and I'm trying to find that sweet spot of what I want my percentages to be. And so for the month of March, I have 20% I spent on needs, 32% I spent on wants, which is much better from January and February because it was way high. And savings and investments, this is looking great. But I wanted to try to keep things at, 30, 30, and 40. Or I wrote it down. They may not be the percentages, but, this is looking better. I want to get this up. But right now, where my situation is, it won't really balance out until I can totally separate things from my future shop, Sadi J shop, coming soon, out of this. And until then, it's going to look a little wonky. So I don't mind. It is what it is. And I work with what things are. So I broke down each category: personal, side hustle, miscellaneous and other, food, gas, personal needs, and savings challenges. So, and I make notes on what I can do: decrease my side hustle purchases, increase my need purchases, and that's going to be a tough one because my husband, he buys a lot of things, and so I don't really have a lot of need purchases. So that's why I gotta find my good rhythm. And then I increase my savings challenges because it never hurts to increase on savings, but you can't you have to make that balance. You can't increase it where everything is off and you're not honoring your responsibilities and other needs. So make that balance. And this here, I was slacking on my cash envelopes. I wrote this down because I made this little sheet, tracker sheet or document, so I can know what I'm doing before the end of the month. But you guys, I slacked and I did not really write out anything what I had rolled over. I didn't have a lot, but I still, whatever it was, I didn't write it down because I honestly forgot. This is the truth. What it is, it's what it is. So I'll do better next month. This month. My working fund numbers, basically sinking and savings, whatever, how the money is working. And so I recorded at the beginning of the month what I had and what increased and decreased. So mainly, the working fund categories: college, our sister trip, that was me borrowing some money. Our birthdays, had some birthdays come through, but things, of that nature. But yeah, I need a little more room. So, but for next month, I have 2 of these forms. And then my Money Boss plan. So, and then what I have here is based on the ratings and spending analysis, notes, and projected numbers. This is what some plans I'm planning on making. I need to separate the Sadi J shop with my personal business. I need to create a Sadi J shop Money Boss budget and a binder for Sadi J. But those were two of the main things I need. And this is still a work in progress, but I'll, you know, get it completed. So there we go on that, and that is for next month. And that is it on that. So I did want to share with you guys a couple of things I picked up from Five Below. It's not really like Dollar Tree. It is a Dollar Tree, but a little more expensive, I guess. I don't know. So everything is not everything is below $5. It's like $5. There's some things that are lower, but there's some things that are higher than $5 too. So, but anyway, this here is Budgeting 101, and this is from Michele Cagan, a CPA, and I started reading this, and just a lot of good information. But what I really wanted to point out here was this here, a small leather bag. The word budget comes to us from 15th century France, where a budget, I don't know if I'm saying that right, was a little leather bag or pouch that was used to carry money, sort of like a wallet. After 100 years or so, the word morphed into budget and began to refer to the money inside the pouch. So just a little history, but that's what she's listing as what budget, where the word budget came from. Bouchette. A small leather bag. So I just thought that was interesting. Wanted to share it with you bosses. And this here, I really haven't delved into it at all, but I will. How money works. And it's a very visual book here. The facts visually explained. So has a lot of good content. I like to learn. I will read and research anything I'm doing down to the T. So, but money basics and government and finance, personal finance, you know, a lot of good information. So look here, IOU. How people used to do barter with money and things of that nature. So I think it's look interesting. But if you guys have a five below, and these look interesting to you, just stop by and pick you up one. And I did want to show you one other thing. This is just a little book I also picked up. Thought it was real good, but has the calendar on here. This is where I am after I scan in my receipts, and I'm housing them in here because I like to have more than one of anything. So this was January, February. So this quarter, I will do, you know, keep a yearly total of all my numbers, where I am and things of that nature. So all the way. So that is it. I'm trying to get there, you guys. You know, we have a lot of things in common and we have a lot of differences. So that's what a journey is, learning to navigate your way through it all. And I want to have fun. I want to do things right. That's just me as I go. So again, if you guys like this kind of content, consider subscribing, like the video if you like it, leave a comment and share it with someone that you might think is interested in this or like this. So thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you all, and next time, bye bye.